30 minutes of testing that replaces 6 hours, and you can bill it every week.
Welcome to the AI and Future of Work podcast, episode H3. I'm Marcus Chen. In the next minutes, you'll get a concrete, travel-friendly workflow that turns short usability tests into a sellable weekly deliverable and predictable retainer income. This changes everything for nomads.
That hook grabbed me. Quick reaction. I want to know how you make that repeatable and ethical while hopping time zones.
Good. The product I teach is called UX Test Pilot, a subscription that recruits testers, runs 15 to 30-minute sessions, auto-transcribes and summarizes with GPT, and delivers a prioritized fixes report clients can act on within days.
Deliverables are the selling point. A one-page executive summary, a prioritized list of fixes with rough dev time estimates, and 2 short annotated clips for persuasion. Nothing more.
Right. Clients want clarity, not raw hours. Totally. One moment. Marcus, what about quality control? If GPT misreads context, you can end up with bad fixes.
Great catch. We bake a 2-minute human QA into every report. Confirm the issue, sanity check the dev estimate, and pick the best 2 soundbite clips. That review is fast, 5 to 10 minutes, and it stops the model from drifting.
Quick real-world result to ground this. I ran a pilot for a travel app. A 20-minute test found a single button label confusion. 1 hour of dev work later, checkout completions rose about 8% in the first week.
Nice. Outcome stories sell. Now give me the stack and why each piece matters.
Here's the core stack in one line. Airtable for participant records, Typeform for screeners and quotas, Calendly for scheduling, Descript or Lookback for sessions and transcripts, Zapier or Make to orchestrate, GPT for synthesis, and Notion or Google Docs for reports.
And those choices help privacy and scale. Airtable can isolate PII, Typeform enforces quotas, Calendly reduces no-shows, and Descript gives editable transcripts and quick clip exports.
Let me give you the exact Typeform screener copy to publish. Help improve real products. 15 to 20-minute test, $30 to $50 gift card. Apply now. Ask 3 quick questions. Usage frequency, a basic demographic or persona marker, and a single qualifying task like, have you used X in the last 3 months? Enforce quotas so you don't end up with a biased sample.
Also, script the consent blurb directly in the screener. By participating, you consent to audio-video recording for research. Your responses will be anonymized in reports, and raw media will be deleted after 90 days. Store the consent record in Airtable.
Now the automated flow in plain steps. Typeform applicant passes, Calendly schedules, Zapier creates an Airtable record set to scheduled. Session runs in Descript or Lookback. Descript auto-transcribes. Zap triggers a webhook to send the cleaned transcript to GPT. GPT returns structured output. Zap builds a Notion report and updates Airtable to report ready.
Here's a pasteable Zap recipe. Start with a trigger from Typeform or Calendly, then create an Airtable record with status fields.
Wait, what about no-shows and reschedules? That trips up the automation unless you handle it in the flow.
Good call. Add a Calendly buffer and a conditional Zap step. If the event is a no-show, flip the Airtable status back to recruiting and trigger a follow-up invite. If attended, delay until the session ends and then link the recording to the Airtable record. From there, upload or link the session to Descript. When Descript finishes the transcript, run a short cleaning step. Replace names and emails with tokens from Airtable, then call the model. That avoids PII leaks.
Hold on. Paste the exact GPT prompt slowly so listeners can copy it.
Context. Product is a brief description. Transcript. Paste transcript. Task. Summarize the top 5 usability problems. Tag each as critical, high, medium, low. Recommend 3 prioritized fixes with estimated dev time in hours, and suggest 2 short client-facing quotes from the session. Output JSON with fields issues, fixes, dev hours, quotes.
Nice. And add a retrieval step when possible. If the client provides a backlog or spec, include it so GPT suggestions align with constraints.
QA and human review are non-negotiable. After the model generates the JSON, create a needs review Airtable task for a quick human pass, confirm the issue, sanity check dev hours, and pick clips. That keeps the workflow fast but reliable.
Let's talk pricing and packaging so listeners can sell this. I want tiers that are clear. And for ethics and safety, set demographic quotas in typeform. Anonymize transcripts before model ingestion. Store PII in encrypted Airtable fields, and purge media after 90 days. Always include a limitation section. Sample size equals X, not statistically representative unless otherwise noted.
Exactly. Script that limitations language into every Notion report so expectations are clear and scope creep is minimized.
3 concrete actions you can do this week to launch an MVP. 1. Publish the Typeform screener with the consent blurb and quotas. 2. Build the Zap that creates Airtable records and pushes sessions to Descript. 3. Run one 20-minute test. Let the automation synthesize the transcript, do your 2-minute QA, and deliver a 1-page prioritized report.
Outreach copy you can paste. Hi, we're running a 15 to 20-minute remote usability test for product type. You'll get a $40 gift card for your time. Interested? Apply here. Link. Tests are recorded with consent and anonymized in reports. Short, transparent, and objection limiting.
If you take one thing from this episode, automate the ordinary, amplify the extraordinary. Launch a UX test pilot this week with Typeform, Airtable, Zapier, Descript, and GPT, and turn repeated short tests into predictable retainer income.
Start small, ship the first report, then scale. If you hit a tricky quota or data issue, we provide troubleshooting in the course materials.
That's your AI blueprint for today. Ready to implement this at a higher level? Enroll in our 7-day UX test pilot mini course for templates, Zap recipes, and a pasteable GPT prompt pack. Everything we walk through and a plug-and-play Notion report template. Automate the ordinary, amplify the extraordinary.
Let's make this actually work for you. If you need help with quotas, consent language, or prompt tweaks, visit nomadlifesuccess.com/courses or reach out to support. Ship the first report this week.
Next episode, we'll break down an end-to-end Zapier recipe for a multi-client queue so you can run 5 pilots in parallel without expanding your hours. Until then, automate the ordinary, amplify the extraordinary.
Thanks for listening. And remember, the human plus AI advantage is execution, ethics, and follow-through.